Jack Thunder and the Dawn of Unity. Chapter 14. A Nemesis No More. Samuel, stop all this nonsense. Detective Samuel's face fell. He turned from the computer he was working at to face an irate Detective Barry. He was so close, he just knew it. You have been continuing down this fruitless rabbit hole for weeks. You've been getting nowhere, and you're upsetting Mrs. Granger and her family, Barry barked. Please, give me a chance. I know there's something about this, I just need to prove it to you, Samuel pleaded. Like you proved the existence of an Altarus portal last Monday? Give me a break. Barry paused to catch his breath. Face it, Samuel, you've gone off your rocker. How do you explain this, then? Samuel shoved the glowing blue crystal in Barry's face. The same crystal found at the scene of Stephanie Granger's disappearance. Barry struggled to come up with a logical explanation. I don't know, Samuel. A horrible possibility struck his mind. Do you think she's... No, she's alive. The portals keep showing up for me. That one in the forest was just one of them. I can't explain it, but I see them everywhere. And every time it's like they're reaching out to me, telling me she's somewhere out there, but I can't. Suddenly, the lights cut out. A scarlet aura filled the room as every single computer monitor glowed an angry red. Same as the spot in the center of the floor that grew every second. Barry gaped as visions flashed before his eyes. A tall mountain range in a vast desert, just as Samuel had described. The inside of a cavern, covered in mirror-like stones. A creature in a pine green jumpsuit pinned to the floor by a strange kind of magic, the trident he was carrying flying out of his hands. 6 young animal people, imprisoned in cages made from cave stones. And finally, a menacing bear woman gripping a teenage girl with orange hair in her arm. Stephanie was in trouble. The portal vanished and the lights came back on. Detective Barry and Detective Samuel exchanged looks. Samuel, send for the entire department. There's no time to lose. Samuel was at the phone before Barry even completed his sentence. Jack Thunder kept his ears pricked and his muscles tensed. He was laser-focused on his mission, prepared for Twitchett to pounce on him any second now. The deep green glow from Stormbringer was his only guide in these twisting halls. Nemesis circled overhead, keeping an eye out for any movement in the darkness. Even bound like this, it could still tackle someone to the ground if it had to. Or just scare them stupid like it did with Twitchett back there. Jack Thunder put Stormbringer to the wall. Terra seemed to be somewhere beyond. Its pull was especially strong here. Jack Thunder swallowed as he charged up his staff. Lime sparks flew around the blades. A loud crack and a flash of emerald lightning lit the halls for a split second. Where Jack Thunder's lightning struck, there only remained a deep-fried hole. A grassy blade gleamed from within. There's Terra! Nemesis rushed to pick it up. Just as with Stormbringer, it sent a warm glow through the Wendigo's chest, burning its hunger to ash. It didn't understand. When it tried to grab the earth fragment the last winter solstice, the axe had burned through its hands. What had changed between then and now? Nemesis didn't have time to think about that. The chamber suddenly darkened as beads of black ink rose from the ground behind them. Beads that combined to form one feral Wendigo. It shrieked and gave chase. Quick, Jack! How do I use this thing? Nemesis hissed. Just as it did, Terra began to glow the same leafy green as Stormbringer. Nemesis swung the earth fragment wildly at the attacker. Questing vines shot out from the axe, snaring the shadow demon in place. It howled in frustration. Nemesis swung the axe again, this time bashing it against the ground. The earth below shook, and a fissure swallowed the Wendigo whole. Its screeching ceased as the ground slammed shut on it. "Good job, Nemesis," Jack Thunder praised. The two of them dashed back into the hall, continuing their search. Nemesis scratched its head. Tara had done most of the work. It wasn't long before they found Snodder. She was punching and kicking at the stone bars of her prison with little success. Jack Thunder rapped on them. "Snodder, you alright?" "Yeah, I'm alright. Alright as I can be, anyway," Snodder sulked. Her heart skipped a beat when she saw Nemesis carrying Tara in its arms. "Don't worry, Nemesis is on our side now. Come on, let's get you out of there." Jack Thunder and Nemesis handed Tara to Snodder. With one swing of the axe, she knocked down all of the stalactites. She stepped outside. "Ha, thanks." "No problem," Jack Thunder grinned. One by one, the ragtag team of adventurers reassembled the Fragments of Anima. First Buckthorn, then Kirami, then Shadowpaws, then Saturn. As Saturn hopped out of his holding cell, he thrust Excalibur into the air. "Victory!" "Not yet, Saturn," Buckthorn corrected. "We're not done." "She's right," Kirami joined in. "We still gotta figure out what to do with Nemesis." Shadowpaw's got an idea. "Hey, guys, you remember the Heart of Darkness?" Kirami turned to the young Nekomata. "Are you suggesting we use Heaven's transformation?" Snodder smiled. Why not? I think it's earned it, and it'll help us with that Malefic creep." "Even you're agreeing to this?" Kirami thought to herself. Still, she couldn't disagree. The 6 heroes lined up, pointing the Fragments of Anima towards the deposed Wendigo. Jack Thunder closed his eyes and began to recite the incantation. "By the power of air that provides the sweet rains, by the power of water that nourishes the world, by the power of earth that sings us to sleep, by the power of fire that warms our hearts, by the power of darkness that makes our beds to sleep, by the power of light that guides our way forward, powers of Anima, I implore thee, have mercy on this forsaken soul. Cleanse the body of all null disease, and deliver the heart from evil of all sorts. So it is done, and so it shall be." Mr. Twitchett spotted the young heroes as they recited the incantation. Before he could make a move on them, a blinding blast of light knocked him back. All he could do was shield his eyes from the spectral column as it did its work. With a final burst of energy, the light cut out. Twitchett could only stare at what stood before him. Nemesis had been completely transformed. It still possessed the same horns and hooves as it did as a Wendigo, but its goat skull head had been transformed into that of a live ibex. Its body was a sheer uniform white, save for 2 angelic wings that shimmered in all colors of the rainbow. Embers of spectral anima flickered around its body. The ethereal entity that was once Nemesis gently touched down on the ground. It gave Jack Thunder a grateful smile as it uttered the words, "Thank you, young heroes."